Okay, students, here's another example that we could work on together. I'm going to go ahead and identify what I know. I know that there are only two bases here. We have a 10 and we have a 7. And the reason I know that is because, remember I was telling you, the bases are for this triangular prism is going to look like this. So we know that that's the bottom. Okay, so in this case, this is the bottom here, and it's 10 and 7. My height is where the right angle is, and they've identified it as 8 yards. All pretty easy, students. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work this problem out according to the formula. And remember, the formula is volume equals base times height. Okay? So let's go ahead and plug our stuff in here. We have volume equals, we're going to do base times height. We'll do 1/2 times, and the two that we have are 10 and 7. 10 times 7. Go ahead and put my H here. I will go now and put volume equals 1/2. 10 times 7 is 70. Oh, I can put my H. My H is 8. Let's go ahead and put 8 here because we know what it is already. That's our height. 8 here. There we go. Now we're going to do this again. Volume equals 70 over 2. And the 8 is on the outside. There we go. So now 70, using my calculator, divided by 2, you know it's 35.5, or should be 34.5. Divided by 2, 70 divided by 2 equals 35. So we have 35, volume equals, parentheses, 35 times 8. Okay, so now we have volume equals 35 times 8 equals 280. So our answer is 280 yards, because we're using yards, cubed. And it's cubed because, again, we have volume. Okay, students, now this particular problem for triangular volume of a triangular prism is going to be finding the missing dimension. And again, there's a tutor session online here for you, but it's basically like all of our others, where you take that missing dimension and you divide the one that you do have. So if you look at this, they went ahead and they have your base. They have the base is 1, which is this part right here, and 0 points. So they're standing it upward. Okay, here's your right angle, but they don't know what the height is. That's what they're asking you to find out. So they went ahead and they completed all of this. Then they got down to this, and they divided both sides to get the 80. So the height here is 80. I will show you how they did that. Okay, students, let's go ahead and do this. Again, our formula is the same. It's volume equals base times height. There we go. Okay, so in this case, we know that our height is what's missing, and 0.3 and 1 are going to be our base. Because if you stand this up, that's what they're calling your base right there. Let's go ahead and do volume. And actually, we know what our volume is because our volume is 12, because that's what they've given us. So we can even put 12 here. Let's just go volume equals base times height real quick here. So we have the 1/2 times that 1 times the 0.3. Put the times here. There we go. And then we don't know what the H is, okay? So now we do know what the volume is, and that's going to be 12 because they give it to us. Right here it says volume of 12. So we'll do 12 here equals, and then we have our 1 times 0.3. 1 times 0.3 equals 1 times 0.3 equals 0.15. Okay, 1 times 0.3 equals 0.3 times 1 equals 0.15, or the 3. Okay, so we have 1/2 0.15 and our H. Now this 15, what I did was, this is actually is 30, but half of that is 15. So let's go ahead and change this to 30 so we can go out and do our regular steps. So this is a 0.3 because that's the answer we originally got, okay? So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll divide that in half, which is going to be 12 equals 1/2. Half of 0.3 is going to be 0.15. There we go. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to divide on both sides. Okay. And we're going to bring each down. So once you do 0.15 here, and you do 0.15 here, okay, this is actually that divided into that is that, so we no longer have our half. We actually have 0.15. This right here cross cancels that. And then we do 12 divided by 0.15. 12 divided by 0.15 equals 80. So here we have 80, and then we go ahead and we bring down our H. So we've solved for the height. Okay, students, this is another sample here that we're going to do together. So when we look at this, we need to figure out what our two bases are and what the height is. Because this is a right angle, if we turned it flat, which would be this squares at the bottom here, okay, this is actually the square. So actually this 6 would be on this side. So if you flip it over, here's your right angle. If you flip it, this will be 3 and this is going to be 6. So the 3 and the 6 are our bases, and this part right here is my height, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to complete my formula. Volume equals base times height. Okay, and again, you got to remember that you use a formula and you put both bases in within the parentheses. So we're saying that this 6 and this is the same side as this side. So if you flip this up, this right angle would be showing upward. And so this is my bottom right here. So this is 3 and 6. So we're going to go ahead with times 3 times 6, close that up, then put an H. Alrighty. And we're going to go ahead and redo our formula. So we have 1/2, 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Bring my H. All right. So 18 times 1 is 18. Of course, let's go ahead. Volume equals. So this is going to be 18 over 2 with my H. All right, which is the height. And why aren't I putting the height? It's 5. Because this is my height. Because they're saying that this side, which is over here on the same side, where the right angle is a 5. There you go. Sorry about that, students. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. So 2 goes into 18. I'm going to get 9 and 5. So this volume within this area here, students, is volume equals 45 feet cubed.